Hey, hey, hey! It's Mazzy. Here are 10 brands that characterize my persona. Road biking is the only thing that keeps me sane by allowing me to work out and talk with my friends. My very first road bike was a Cervelo, and since then I've never gone back, even though I crashed my first one. Being all bundled up while you're on a ride makes it kind of hard to notice people or pick one out from another. When I'm wearing my Skita gear, which I have a lot of, I am super noticeable because of my bright colors and designs. Being a graphic designer, I find it super important what I choose to wear, and Skita is a perfect brand for that. My Honda Element takes me on all of my adventures, and all my gear fits in it, even 2 mountain bikes. It's a bit cubular, and although it is, and I get made fun of by like all my friends and family, that's totally fine because at least my car's super reliable and gets me where I need to go. It also, I swear, is self-healing because the amount of times I've hit things in this car and haven't seen a scratch, I don't know. It isn't because of me. Most people know I'm from Alaska, not just because I'm like never tan and I'm obsessed with winter sports, but because I have a ridiculous amount of AK Starfish hats and I wear them on every single cold adventure that I need a hat. Living in a place as beautiful as Grand Junction, Colorado or Anchorage, Alaska, seeing the beauty around me and capturing it is super motivating for me. I actually run a small photography business and I love capturing people's moments in such beautiful places. I use Nikon all the time. This is my most trusted brand, not just because it's reliable and it's affordable, but because the usability is so nice. I have multiple cameras and lenses and I'll never go anywhere without my Nikon. There's no way we can talk about 10 brands that characterize me without talking about my dogs. Almost everyone would say my dogs are spoiled. I would just like to say they're extremely well loved and cared for. Petco enables me to love them extremely well. When choosing these brands, I put a poll out on Instagram. I use Instagram kind of an embarrassing amount. I just justify it by saying I run businesses through it. And I asked people what brands they associated with me. A surprising amount of people said Arcteryx, which I guess makes sense because like almost every other post I'm wearing an Arcteryx coat, and it's the only thing I own by them because they're way too expensive for me to personally own and I was gifted this coat. Imagine this, a 2-hour art class. You have professor talking on and on at a pace kind of like this. You don't know what he's saying or how it pertains to you because it's in another language called CSS or HTML or something you don't even know what that means. How do you stay awake? Oh yeah, by the way, it's 7 at night. I have a way of staying awake. I have a way that I believe everyone should use. Let me tell you about it. That's right, the holy grail of how to stay awake in a class you just can't stand, despise, or don't understand is Starbucks. My New Year's resolution this year was actually not to buy Starbucks. I even have an app on my phone that counts how many days I've been clean. That went not quite well. I mean, I did buy their espresso beans, which are really good, and I do like making my own coffee, but there's literally nothing the same as buying your own. Also, there's nothing like going into Starbucks to do a ton of homework with your friend and you actually end up doing like a tiniest bit amount because you end up talking the whole time. I'd rather go to a local coffee shop, but sometimes they don't have the drive-thru capabilities that Starbucks has. So Starbucks. Meet me there? If you've ever been by my office, or even just grabbed a cup of coffee with me, you'll know that Pantone colors are literally all around me. I have swatches on almost every wall I can. You might think this is just because I'm a graphic designer, which honestly I'm a big fan of color because of that. I mean, why else would anyone be this obsessed with swatches? I don't know. But the reason I am is because I actually joined the over over 70% of Gen Z that deals with anxiety. I live with anxiety on a daily basis because the tasks ahead always feel like they're crumbling beneath the ground. But I know that's not true. So I deal with that by making sure my atmospheres I work in are always positive. That's why Pantone colors are everywhere. Because if my atmosphere is happy, I'm 10 times more likely to be productive and not be as stressed about the things looming in the background trying to destroy me. So that's why Pantone's a brand a lot of people associate with me, and they might not even know why. Until next time I'm forced to do a YouTube video. Bye.